Welcome everybody to WWE Extreme Rules 2016. And tonight's show kicks off with an elimination tag team match as former Divas champ AJ teams up with Paige to take on the Funkadactyls Cameron and the new Divas champ Naomi. And Extreme Rules is live from Atlanta, Georgia, as AJ makes her way to the ring for this Divas Tag Team contest. It was a little under 1 week ago that AJ lost the Divas Championship to Naomi, and right here at Extreme Rules, she looks to exact a little bit of revenge before a big title match next month. And her tag team partner, Paige, the Norwich native, making her way down the aisle now as well. And of course, these two aren't the best of friends. A lot of people would consider them frenemies, but with AJ under the gun to find a tag team partner, Paige is a hell of a hand to have in your back pocket, even if she's not completely trustworthy. And here's the return of the Funkadactyls, first coming down the aisle is Cameron. So happy that her former best friend Naomi picked up the Divas Championship. And of course, once Naomi found out about this big tag match, Cameron was the first Diva she went to. And here's our brand new Divas champion, Naomi. Look at that belt around her waist, and man, is she happy to be the new champ. She teams up with her former teammate Cameron here this evening, reforming the Funkadactyls one time to deal with Paige and AJ in this elimination tag contest to kick off Extreme Rules. And what a road it was for Naomi, not only winning the main event Divas tournament with a cage match victory over Paige, but then defeating AJ in another cage match to win the championship. So Naomi taking on her two most recent rivals, teaming up with her former tag partner one more time. I know, a lot of nostalgia and a lot of drama surrounding this matchup for the new Divas champ, Naomi. And Cameron takes down the former champ with a face buster. And then a nasty elbow to the neck. Now this is an elimination tag team matchup, meaning you have to pin or submit both opponents. So if Cameron is able to pin AJ here, Cameron and Naomi would still have to find a way to eliminate Paige in order to win the matchup. Nice knockdown there by AJ. Cameron rolls back to her feet. And then look at this around the world and leg scissors at the end to send AJ flying across the ring. Tremendous night here at Extreme Rules. Got a lot of big matchups. Of course, our main event, The Undertaker and John Cena for the WWE Championship. Seth Rollins defend the United States Championship against CM Punk. Bad news, Barrett puts the European title on the line against Sami Zayn. Triple H and Seth Rollins. Rollins pulling double duty once again tonight to defend the tag team titles against Kid and Cesaro. Brock Lesnar looks to finish his best of 3 series with Bray Wyatt. And of course, Sting and DDP got their own grudge to settle. Naomi in now. And we got our top contender and the new champ in the ring. And look at AJ snatches the sliced bread DDT and rocks Naomi early on here into the cover. 1. Ooh, wow, just a 1 count. A little early to be hitting that maneuver on Naomi, especially if you think you're going to put her away. And look at this, doing heavy damage already. Already hit the sliced bread DDT, and now right into the Widow's Peak. The Black Widow submission. And here's the cover now. This is how she put Cameron away on SmackDown. No, Naomi kicks out. Irish whip into the corner. Oh, and AJ saves her, so she's in the wrong part of town right now. She's in Funkadactyl territory. And there's the turn. And Naomi snaps off a neckbreaker on AJ. AJ back up, and a nice arm buster there. Escapes Naomi's grapple. And a kick to the spine gives AJ the chance to roll across the ring and tag Paige back in. And in comes Cameron one more time as well. Nice standing hurricanrana there, brings Paige in the dead center of the ring. Oh, and a rake of the eyes by Paige. Paige not afraid to bend the rules in order to get the victory. But Paige herself just got bent in two by that back suplex from Cameron. And of course, how great would Cameron look if she was able to pick up the win here on Paige or AJ? That would put her right at tippity-top contention for the Divas Championship. Snap suplex by Paige. Cameron set up on top. What does Paige have in mind here? Uh-oh. Could be high stakes up on the ropes here. Paige hooks her up. They're both on the very top. This is very dangerous. Superplex to the center of the ring. And Cameron took a lot of damage right there. That was a huge impact to the spine. And now this match is for AJ and Paige to lose right here. Cameron in terrible shape after that. Running drop kick. Blast Cameron back into the Paige the Paige A corner. Paige and AJ. Paige A. Covered by Paige. Great ring positioning there, but somehow Cameron able to kick out. Cameron avoids the shot. Sends AJ into the Funkadactyl corner. Paige. Paige able to fight her way out. And hits yet another snap suplex. And here goes Paige. Sets up the Paige Turner. You see the whiplash on Cameron's head and neck into the cover here. 1, 2. Oh, and that would have been it right there. That would have been it right there. Naomi made it in the very, very nick of time. And right now, Cameron is in bad shape here. Hooked up by Paige, and there it is, the Rampage. The suplex set up into the DDT delivery, and that's got to be it for Cameron. And look at that, another save by Naomi. Keeps this match alive for the Funkadactyls. And look at Cameron giving it everything she got to tag the Divas Champion back in. And there's a face buster for Paige. And a huge head kick, and the Divas Champion is rolling here off the tag. Gets snatched by Paige. Can she fight her way out of the suplex? No. Nice drop kick there. Paige right to the center of Naomi's back. And she eats one on the way out. And look at Naomi, blocks a shot from AJ. AJ grabs a hold of her. And decides to slow her down with a big running bulldog. This is an elimination tag team match. You have to defeat both opponents in order to win. Right now, Paige and AJ doing a great job working over Naomi and Cameron. Here's a cover around Naomi. Will Cameron make it in time? She does. And oh no, now it's a Widow's Peak for Naomi. A Black Widow submission for Naomi as well. Oh, and look at that, Naomi forced to tap out. And that's got to be a big boost for AJ, knowing she forced the new Divas Champion to tap out. Oh, and that's got to sting for Naomi, the first person eliminated in this match, the brand new Divas Champion. And things are not looking well for Cameron, considering she's got to face the two top Diva contenders here. But look at that DDT. Beautiful reversal there by Cameron. Can she at least get rid of AJ here? Cover 1, 2, and Paige makes the save. But you gotta believe AJ and Paige smell the blood in the water. Cameron's already taken a hellacious beating in this match, and that's why she's putting up such a fight here at the end. She lost her tag team partner, eliminated. Naomi eliminated, and now it's all on Cameron to get rid of Paige and AJ if she intends to win this contest. Armbuster by the former Divas champ, and Cameron fights her way back to her feet. Snatched by AJ, shot into the corner. In danger of a double team here. Boots AJ in the face, and another, wow, a flip drop kick to the back. We can see how much that's taken out of Cameron. Literally crawling across the ring to try to find her way back to her feet. AJ avoids the kick and sends Cameron into the ropes. Decides it's best to tag in Paige. And Paige eats a big right hand. Reversal of the Irish whip. Cameron in the corner. And oh boy. Is Paige going to try to take her all the way back up? Oh, she might have been. Cameron kicks her off. And a drop kick from the top. Great maneuver there by Cameron. Oh, she missed a huge opportunity there to go for the pin. Should have went for the pin off such a huge maneuver like that. Snatches Paige. Drops the elbow across the neck. Inside leg trip by Paige. And Paige thinks that's enough. Cover, count, and a kick out. Cameron just being brutalized now by Paige. Just taking a constant offense from these two. And here comes another Paige turner, the second one of the match on Cameron. And that's got to be it. 1, 2, 3. It's all over. The Funkadactyls fought hard. But Paige, AJ, and Paige, just too much to overcome for the Funkadactyls. Naomi will get her chance at vengeance next month at Payback, when she goes one-on-one with AJ for the Divas Championship. But right now, the European Championship is on the line. A no-holds-barred match as Bad News Barrett takes on Sami Zayn. And Bad News Barrett, the reigning and defending European champion, faces a new threat. Canada's own Sami Zayn for the European Championship in a no-holds-barred match right here tonight at Extreme Rules. Let's see if Barrett can hold on to the strap one more time. And Sami Zayn came out on top of an awesome triple threat match in order to be the #1 contender, and what an opportunity. His first shot at the European title. He briefly held the Intercontinental title last year after a win on RVD. And tonight, Zayn looks to add another WWE Championship to his list, if he can get past Bad News Barrett. And there's what's on the line, ladies and gentlemen. The European Championship. Sami Zayn wants to be the new champ. Wade Barrett trying to hold on. Now, a no-holds-barred match means that any banned wrestling holds are allowed in this one. So any sort of insane pile drivers or even chokes are allowed in this one. Barrett using the waistlock to take down Zayn and just throws him about. Knife edge chop by Sami Zayn. And they lock back up. Sami Zayn really wrenching the arm of Barrett here. Barrett reverses. Zayn reverses back. And then takes it to the hammerlock. Zayn, great control of the hammerlock here. And he pushes Barrett away. Barrett turns the whole thing around, goes to attack the arm of Sami Zayn. And now look at this. Takes him all the way to the post. And now Barrett just grinding away at Zayn, choking him with the knee in the corner, and the referee can't do anything about it. No holds are barred in this match. Barrett on top of Zayn, starts raining down punches. Scoops up Sami and slams him down. And now wrenching the back of Zayn, trying to set him up possibly for the Wasteland or the Winds of Change. And there it is, the Winds of Change. I knew he had something in mind. Cover on Zayn. 1, 2. Oh, and Barrett. Barrett almost had the win there. Sami kicked out. And oh no, here comes... Oh, the Wasteland. And that's gotta be it. 1, 2, 3. And Wade Barrett continues his reign of terror as a European champion. Let's take a look at the highlights here. I saw the Winds of Change, such a devastating maneuver. But Sami Zayn still had enough to kick out. But then right back-to-back maneuvers into the Wasteland, center of the ring. It was just too much. And bad news, Barrett retains the European Championship. What a reign it's been. Ever since winning the title from William Regal. It's going to take a hell of a superstar to pry that belt from the shoulder or the waist of Bad News Barrett. At match number 1 for Seth Rollins tonight, as he has to face CM Punk in a TLC match for his United States Championship. And Seth Rollins been on a hell of a roll as United States Champion. Only lost the title for a month to Batista. Since then, been on a hell of a roll since last year. But he's got a big night tonight. He's not only got to get past Punk in the TLC, but he's also going to defend the Tag Team Championships with Triple H later against Kid and Cesaro. How the hell is Rollins going to do all this in one night? We'll see if he can. And the Chicago Savior, CM Punk, overcame 5 superstars in order to become the United States title #1 contender. First, he won a triple threat match over Ryback and the Macho Man Randy Savage. And then, he won a one-on-one matchup with Andre the Giant, who defeated Mark Henry and Ric Flair in a triple threat match of his own. But came up short against CM Punk, who claims tonight's title shot. Punk was very recently the hardcore champion, lost that title to Batista, and now tonight he's right back on the horse, looking to claim yet another championship from Seth Rollins. This would be Punk's first United States Championship, and what a grand stage this is. A TLC and Extreme Rules would certainly put Punk on the map as a great United States champ. And here we go, Punk and Rollins. And Rollins wastes no time. Northern Light suplex. Gotta try to take away the back and legs of Punk. It applies to anybody, really. If you have to climb a ladder, you can't do it with injured legs and an injured back. Punk snatches Rollins. Pulls him right into a short knee to the gut. Three vicious kicks to the face of Seth Rollins. And Punk stays on the attack. Whips Rollins over and gives her a kick right in the spine. Sideways and leg sweep by Punk takes Rollins down. And I'm surprised neither of these men have gone for the ladder yet. Oh, nice release fisherman suplex there by Rollins. And look at this, Punk, not to be outdone, hits a snap suplex. Irish whip by Rollins. Nope, comes up short. Eats the jawbreaker by Punk. Devastating kick to the lower back there. These two battling back and forth. Rollins into the corner. Here comes Punk. Step up knee. And the short arm clothesline. Classic Punk offense. And Punk's seen about enough. It's time to get the ladder in here. Climb it and get that United States Championship. Oh, but the ladder falls right out of the ring. And look at Rollins snap off a tight neckbreaker there. Rollins' beautiful placement with that knee drop right in the eye socket. Tosses the ladder in. Punk's going to get a ladder of his own. And I think Rollins missed a huge opportunity there to just start climbing the ladder. Punk was on the outside. And now Rollins has all the ladders. And what is Seth Rollins doing here? He has a chance to climb the ladder and get the belt. Too concerned with trying to deal with Punk when he should be retaining that championship. Fall on reverse DDT on the floor. Punk throws Rollins back in the ring and drops an elbow right in the neck. CM Punk follows him right back in. And he's got an eye on Rollins here. Rollins slowly getting to his feet. And oh no. Oh no. This is bad news for Seth Rollins. He eats the go to sleep. And could this be the end of Seth Rollins' United States Championship reign? Punk has the ladder. Sets it up here. And he starts climbing. But Rollins is making it back to his feet. Oh, knocks Punk right off the ladder. If Punk would have been a little more handy with that ladder, he might have been able to pick up the victory there. And oh no, back to back. Rollins just recovered from the go to sleep. Gets back to his feet and hits Punk with the curb stomp. My goodness. And now Rollins is already trying to get his belt down. He's hanging from the United States Championship. How are the clips not? Oh no. Seth Rollins just caught from the United States Championship and driven down with the electric chair. And Punk now right back on the hunt, trying to grab the United States Championship. And Rollins is coming up from the other side. Right hand by Rollins. Rake of the eye by Punk. And both men exhausted, both men reaching for the belt. Elbow from Rollins. And oh no! Both men come tumbling down from the top of the ladder. I think Punk was trying to hit a flip neckbreaker there. And look at this. Speaking of flip neckbreaker into the crossroads type maneuver. Rollins is down. Punk's pretty beat up. And the straight edge savior climbing up top here. Gonna try to claim the United States Championship. Oh no. Punk knocked down again by Rollins. And then Rollins thought he was just going to climb up easily, but CM Punk was not going to allow that to happen. Beautiful suplex there by Punk, and Punk now, once again, ascends the ladder. Rollins is slow to get to his feet here. This could be Punk's chance. Punk still struggling with the championship as Rollins gets to his feet here. Oh my goodness, he wasn't able to take the belt down in time, and Rollins knocks him off. My goodness, how well is that belt fastened? Punk had a lot of time up there. And now Punk's down and out, and Rollins is climbing up. Is he going to claim the championship that Punk couldn't pull down? Oh, look at that. Punk saves the belt there at the last second. Rollins kicks him off, though. Rollins with another chance here. And Punk comes back once again, and there goes Rollins. And here goes Punk back up the ladder. Rollins starting to recover now. Oh, but the ladder's out of position. Punk had to jump down. Sends Rollins into the corner. Oh, there's that step-up knee one more time, and follows it up with the short arm clothesline. Oh my goodness, flippin' Seguri kick lands right to the back of CM Punk's head. And it's now Punk who's in the corner. And here comes Rollins, turns Punk around. And now he's going to hit him with some of his favorite offense. It's that huge corner power bomb, my goodness. And what does Rollins have in mind? He puts the two together. Corner power bomb and the curb stomp. And why is he wasting time stomping him now? You have this match won. You have to climb the ladder, Rollins. Oh my goodness, this is a tremendous waste of Rollins' time right now. And look at this. There goes your opportunity, Rollins. Could have already retained your United States Championship, but you had to keep kicking. You had to keep going. Couldn't just let it be, especially when you still have a tag team contest later tonight. Punk is down and out once again. Rollins just kicking him around. Wow, and there's the falling reverse DDT. That acai DDT, even known as a sliced bread DDT, whatever you call it. It's effective against CM Punk. And I think Rollins has lost his mind here, because you have to win this match by climbing the ladder. CM Punk is down and out, and he's still beating on Punk when he could be climbing the ladder and retaining the United States Championship. Punk with a big knee to the gut. And oh my goodness, scoops up Rollins. Rollins wasted too much time and busted wide open with the GTS. And now the window is open for CM Punk to stand up the ladder and claim the championship. But look at this, Rollins comes running in, eats a beautiful neckbreaker there by Punk. Punk now springboard. Oh, misses the elbow drop. Eats a punch to the back of the head by Rollins. Backbreaker, neckbreaker combination. And oh no, here we go one more time. Punk into the corner. Flipped up. And powerbombed into the buckles. Rollins' window to retain is back open. And Punk's may be closed after that curb stomp. Now, Rollins has full clearance in the center of the ring. Ladder free to be used. And look at this, time being wasted yet again. Avoids the high leg by Punk. Floats through. Neckbreaker. And Rollins finally seems to remember that this is a ladder match after having several opportunities to retain the title. And he's finally back at the top of the ladder trying to pull the championship down. Punk is dazed and confused, and it's too late. Seth Rollins retains the United States Championship. A hard-fought battle there. Could have done the job a little sooner, I think, but he was just obsessed with putting a beat down on CM Punk. Let's take a look at some of the highlights there. You see one of 3 curb stomps in this match. Oh, there you see you got another. Just rocking CM Punk. And then Rollins took a little while to set up the ladder, but he finally followed through. Climbed up top and pulled down the United States Championship for victory right here at Extreme Rules. What a win for Rollins. He's got to pull it all together one more time though, as he has to defend the Tag Team Championships along with Triple H versus Kid and Cesaro. And here comes Rollins to defend the tag team championships here. Back-to-back matches. This is going to be a bad situation for Rollins. The referees and officials and medics, of course, had to clean him up from the TLC match. Slapped him back together, gave him what I assume would be liquid stitches or perhaps a bandage or something for his cut on the head. But there's no way Rollins can be at all recovered from that ladder match. How can Triple H and Rollins defend the titles against Kid and Cesaro tonight? And here comes the Grapplers, Kid and Cesaro, here to try to take the belts back from Triple H and Seth Rollins. This is their final shot to get it done. Can Kid and Cesaro with Natalya in their corner pull it all together tonight at Extreme Rules? And here we go, Triple H and Cesaro starting things off, which is a good idea for the Authority, because Rollins just took a hellacious beating in that TLC matchup. Knee drop by Triple H, eats an elbow from Cesaro, fires a shot back. Now, of course, tomorrow night on Raw, the Wyatts will go against the Primetime Players one last time to determine who will face Rey Mysterio and Del Rio to get the title shot next month. But tonight, we settle things once and for all between the Grapplers and the Authority. And Triple H just ruthless here with these punches. Rocking Cesaro. And there's a shot from the back by Kid. Gives Cesaro the opportunity to hit the Northern Lights. Oh, nice fallen reverse backbreaker there. And then Triple H snaps the neckbreaker. Had to try to get some sort of offense in. Cesaro was just mowing him down, maneuver after maneuver. And now Triple H finally has to step out. Rollins back in. Rollins already had a hell of a match against Punk. Let's see what he can get done against Kid here. Kid fully representing Canada with the red and white, but gets taken down with the short arm neckbreaker. Big knee from Rollins. Now for Rollins' sake, I hope he doesn't spend a whole lot of time showboating, because it almost cost him the United States title. And you know, Triple H would be pretty upset if Rollins' ego cost him the tag titles here tonight. Standing vertical suplex brings Kid up and over. Now, of course, Kid and Cesaro have Natalya by their side for this one, so she could be a huge factor in whether or not these guys pick up the tag belts one more time. DDT by Rollins plants Kid right in the mat. Oh, and another knee. That is just a disgusting knee right into the eye socket. Punch from Kid. The Kid fakes out Rollins, but Rollins just hits a flurry of strikes. And then ricochets Kid's throat off the ropes. Come on. Rollins to the outside. Springboard. Kid avoids, but then misses with the dropkick. And it leaves the window open for Rollins to send him into the ropes. And a sleeping neckbreaker. And Rollins slaps the submission on Kid, and that brings Natalya up on the apron to distract the referee. As both Cesaro and Kid put a beat down on Seth Rollins. Ooh, nice variation there on the neckbreaker. Takes Kid down. And oh no, here we go. The 4th curb stomp of the night. The first one in this match, though. And is this it for Kid and Cesaro already? Oh, not if Natalya has anything to say about it. And Natalya makes the save for Kid, but I don't know how long it can last. The referee's gonna have to toss Natty out here at some point if she keeps interfering like that. Here comes Cesaro back in. Grabs a hold of Rollins, and he goes right for the kill. Northern Light suplex slams Rollins very hard down into the mat. Cesaro avoids the sweep. And he goes right back to that Northern Lights. Ooh, and an ugly double stomp to the lower abdomen area of Seth Rollins. But Rollins fights back. Fisherman suplex, holds on one. Ooh, only a 1 count on the Swiss Superman. Tag to Triple H. Triple H takes the fight to Cesaro, hits the armbuster, and Cesaro back up to his feet. Grappled by Triple H, and brought down with the back suplex. And there's the classic Triple H spinebuster, and this is not looking good for Cesaro. Cover here. And oh my goodness, Natalya up on the apron again, and I think this might be it for the Queen of Hearts. She might be thrown right out of here after this interference. Punch to the face by Cesaro, and a big boot follows it up. Yep, and there goes Natalya. Referee's had enough of that. Kid and Cesaro, they're on their own now. If they get in trouble, Natalya's no longer there to save them. Cover by Triple H. Ooh, look at that. Quick save there by Kid. Rake of the eyes by Triple H. Learn from the best, learn from Ric Flair. And there's another big boot by Cesaro, knocking Triple H back. Oh, and look at this. Cesaro deadlifts Triple H. That's a lot of weight. That's 260-some pounds, and gets the gut-wrench suplex. How powerful is Cesaro here as he goes for the cover? And it's only a 2 count. Punch to the gut. Oh, and then an elevation into the the European uppercut. Can the Swiss Superman get to the cover and pin Triple H here? He will, right into the cover. 1, 2. Oh, wow, only a 2 count off of that uppercut. Are you kidding me? Triple H blocks the shot, answers with the left hand. Grabs a hold of Cesaro, scoop, and slam. And now a cover. 1, 2, 3. And that's it. The Authority put the final exclamation point on the Grapplers. They put up a hell of a fight, though. Let's take a look. Right here you see Kid eat the curb stomp. Such a vicious maneuver. And by all rights, that should have been it there. But Natalya and Cesaro made the save. And then Triple H hit his huge spinebuster on Cesaro, and that could have been it there. But once again, Natalya keeping things alive for the Grapplers on the outside. But once Cesaro took this big scoop and slam, that was it. Cesaro could take no more, and Kid couldn't make it in time. And fortunately for the Grapplers, that was their last shot, as Triple H and Seth Rollins. How the hell did Seth Rollins leave here tonight with both belts? I'll never know. But it's all over for the Grapplers, and the Authority retain control of the Tag Team Championship. Former tag team partners collide as Diamond Dallas Page and Sting face off when falls count anywhere. Now these two had a match on SmackDown, and after the match, they had a little bit of respect for one another. Sting picked up the victory. Maybe after this match, they'll be able to call things and put it together one more time, or maybe this will be it once and for all for the team of Sting and DDP. But either way, we'll find out once and for all. And the Icon Sting, he's been at the center of this feud. Of course, a few weeks ago before WrestleMania, there was a battle royal to determine who would take the last spot in the Money in the Bank. Within that battle royal, DDP sprinted from the locker room, and the first person he went after was his tag team partner Sting, and that's when we knew these two were having some serious issues. From there, they had a match on SmackDown. DDP picked up the victory. The following week, they decided to give it another shot as a team and took a hard loss. Well, this past Friday on SmackDown, they collided again, and this time Sting picked up the victory. And tonight, they'll settle the score once and for all. Maybe they'll be friends, maybe they'll still be a team, but either way, this issue comes to a head tonight at Extreme Rules. And here we go with Sting and DDP one more time. Sting kicks these off, sending DDP into the corner, and again, and then a huge clothesline. And the Icon, not wasting any time here, wants to keep the momentum he had from SmackDown. Grabs a side headlock on Paige, snaps him right over. These two lock back up, and this time DDP takes control with the wrist lock. Really working the arm of DDP here. Until DDP finds his way out of it. They're very close to the ropes, and tries referee is not called for a rope break here. And look at DDP snaps things off with an elbow to the elbow. Paige now with the Irish whip sends Sting into the corner. Grabs a hold of Sting, tries to do it one more time, and he's successful. Wow. Literally taking the Icon pillar to post here. Ooh, now going after the knee of the Stinger. Ooh, atomic drop there. Oh, look at that. Sting cuts Paige's momentum in half with that running knee. DDP was the one running, and Sting was the one that provided the knee. Short arm there. Oh, Sting reverses it into a jawbreaker. And now Sting working on that leg, preparing DDP for the Scorpion Deathlock. DDP in the corner now, and the Stinger backs up, and here we go, Stinger Splash! And will that Stinger Splash be enough to put Paige away here? It almost worked on SmackDown cover. 1, 2, and DDP kicks out. I think Sting's gonna need a little more, gonna need to hit the Death Drop, or the Death Lock, and speaking of the Death Lock, here we go. Death Lock locked in on DDP, and can DDP hang on, or will he tap out to Sting? Sting really wrenching back on the Deathlock. DDP refusing to tap out here. And finally, Sting has to let go. But was it enough for Sting to get a pin here? No way. DDP right back up on his feet. That gets drop kicked down by the Stinger. And now into the cover. 1, 2, oh my goodness. I was just about to say 3. I don't know if 2.9 is enough to cover that pin. Oh, look at that. Neckbreaker brought down across the knee. Innovative offense there by Diamond Dallas Page. A double dose of atomic drop for DDP. And Stinger goes to the outside here. Remember, this is a Falls Count Anywhere match. Weapons are allowed, and pinfalls count anywhere in the building. And Sting's got the steel chair, and he's the one that's going to escalate this. No, look at that. DDP snatches the chair from Sting. Sting snatches the chair back. Grabbed away again by Paige. Neither one of these men want to go down. Blocking chair. Oh, man. Well, blocking chair shots for only so long. Before Sting cracked DDP in the head. And then he goes to work on the legs of DDP. And Sting's all fired up now. Looking for another weapon. Gets caught by Paige. And Diamond Dallas Page, big right-handed shot, avoids the knee by Sting. Hits the side Russian leg sweep. Now that these two are on the outside, anything can happen here. And falls do count anywhere outside here. So anywhere these guys cause damage is somewhere where they can go for the pin. Right hands and left hands by Paige. Spins around, right-handed lariat, puts down the icon. You see Paige is just exhausted from this matchup. Cover on Sting. Only gets a 2 count. And oh no, the Diamond Cutter outside the ring. And is this it for Sting? DDP gets the win? That's it, it's all over. Diamond Dallas Page hits the Diamond Cutter outside the ring to put away the icon. Let's take a look at some highlights here. Sting hits the Stinger Splash. We thought that might have been it. He went for the cover, but then Paige found the heart to kick out. And then Sting went for the Scorpion Deathlock here. Turned Paige over, and he had it locked in. We thought DDP might kick out, but he was able to hold on. And then we see this huge spinning lariat by DDP. Took so much out of him. So much so that he thought he might have had Sting defeated just off that lariat alone. But the icon survived for a few more seconds before he got the Diamond Cutter for the cover, the count, and the victory for Diamond Dallas Page. And I guess this leaves Paige as the winner of this feud. Will these two get back together, or was this the end of the WCW Legends? We'll have to see what happens this coming Friday on SmackDown. And now we have a brutal tables match as the leader of the Wyatt family and the Money in the Bank holder, Bray Wyatt, faces the Beast himself, Brock Lesnar. Bray Wyatt tossed Brock Lesnar out of the Money in the Bank qualifying Royal Rumble a little over a month ago. Lesnar was infuriated that he was tossed out so quickly and has been on the hunt for Bray Wyatt ever since. Now over the month on Raw, Brock Lesnar and Bray Wyatt both picked up a victory on each other, and tonight they look to settle their score once and for all. And the Beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar, looks for a little more revenge over Bray Wyatt. He's already beat him in a regular match, but tonight it's a tables match, and this should settle the score between the two once and for all. Can the Beast blast Wyatt through a table, or will Lesnar follow the buzzards to his own defeat as he goes crashing through the table himself? look at these two going right at it here in this tables match. Oh my goodness, Wyatt runs right through Lesnar. But Lesnar quickly back up to his feet and clotheslines Wyatt right down to the mat. In order to win this matchup, folks, you have to put your opponent through the table. If you accidentally slip through a table, it does not count. You have to go through a table during a maneuver. You cannot just slip on a banana peel and fall through a table. And Wyatt, the first man to pick up a table, brings it in the ring. Lesnar tries to follow him out there, but he's a little behind Wyatt. As these two fighting over the table here. They don't want either man to get the advantage. And Lesnar decides to end this madness by setting up the table himself. Until he's seen Bray Wyatt leaving the ring. And there you go, Lesnar places it in the corner. But eats a clothesline for taking that time. You look at Wyatt standing. Uranagi plants Lesnar in the mat. And Wyatt's got an opportunity here. Irish Whip reversed. Brock puts him in the corner and gives him a huge kick in the gut. And Lesnar now sends Wyatt into the table. And oh no, what's this? Oh my goodness, Lesnar power bombs Wyatt through the table. A quick destruction here by Brock Lesnar. Let's take a look at the replay. Oh my goodness, that is devastating. And from another angle here, Lesnar powers Wyatt up and slams him through the table. Good lord. Another destruction from the Beast Brock Lesnar as he claims revenge over Bray Wyatt for costing him a match at WrestleMania. The Extreme Beast rules here tonight. And now it's time for our main event, ladies and gentlemen. As the third and final match between The Undertaker and John Cena takes place for the WWE Championship under Extreme Rules. And ladies and gentlemen, this is an Extreme Rules match and is for the WWE Championship. Weapons are allowed. And of course, these two can fight anywhere in the arena, but pinfalls must occur inside the ring. And here comes our WWE Champion, The Undertaker. He won the title from John Cena at the Royal Rumble. Took a hard loss to Cena in a non-title rematch at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. And then tonight looks to finish things once and for all in an Extreme Rules match. Can the Dead Man retain the championship, or will John Cena rise to the occasion? And the champ, John Cena, had to overcome some odds in order to retain this title shot. Now, as you heard at the Elimination Chamber, he defeated The Undertaker in a non-title matchup. But at the same pay-per-view, Edge defeated Royal Rumble winner Chris Jericho. So that night, the number one contendership became disputed. Who was better, the man who beat the champion, or the man who beat the Royal Rumble winner? So at WrestleMania, Edge and John Cena collided in a steel cage matchup for the number one contendership. And John Cena was able to come out on top and solidify his spot as the number one contender right here tonight at Extreme Rules. But this is the end of the line. Either Cena takes the title, or he drops back to the bottom of the list. And this match is scheduled for one fall. And it is for the WWE Championship. The challenger, John Cena. the champion. 6'10", 300 pounds, from Death Valley. He is the WWE Champion, The Undertaker. And that is certainly what it's all about here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go, these two lock up. Whoa, look at that belly to belly by Taker. Sends Cena over the top, right onto his back. Shot block by Cena. Cena locks back up with Taker. Grabs the side headlock here. Cena shot off into the corner. The dead man grabs a hold of Cena. And they lock back up. This time Cena to the waist lock. Snap air by the dead man. And Cena back on the attack with the belly-to-belly suplex. And there's the double leg from The Undertaker. But Cena's battled back. You can tell Cena very badly wants to win this WWE Championship back. He had a great reign at the end of 2015, but got shut out at the top of the year by the dead man. Side headlock takeover by Cena. And he snaps off the neck breaker. Luthez press and delivers punch after punch to The Undertaker. And Cena goes right back to the neck. And that puts the dead man down, and The Undertaker having a very hard time here dealing with Cena. And there's the 5-nickel shuffle, and The Undertaker in danger now. Covered by Cena. And only a 1 count. The dead man not going down that easy. Blocks a punch by Cena, lands a right hand of his own, and oh no! Cena didn't see this coming. Huge choke slam by the dead man. And into the cover now to retain the championship. 2. Oh, only a 2 count. These two men know each other very well at this point. It's really hard to catch the other off guard. Running DDT on Cena. And look at The Undertaker ripping up the announce table here. Jawbreaker by Cena, though. And The Undertaker's had enough of that. Tosses Cena back in. And drops an elbow down across the neck. And uh-oh. Classic Undertaker with the leg drop. And the dead man's back on the attack here. Climbs back in the ring. But he gets caught by Cena. One more belly-to-belly suplex. And Cena to the outside. Grabs a hold of solid steel steps. But The Undertaker rips him away. Oh, now we got a battle over the steps here. And Undertaker decides to just run through Cena and the steps. And that works out well for the dead man. The WWE Champion, The Undertaker, back in control of this matchup. Multiple right hands. Oh, but Cena tosses Taker head first into the post. And now, oh no. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. Oh my goodness. Cena just booted Taker's head into the post. How the hell is the Undertaker still standing on his feet after those maneuvers? I guess that's why he's the dead man. And he takes Cena down once again with the leg drop. And the Undertaker must be in desperation mode. He took a lot of damage out there. He scoops Cena up into the tombstone and drives him down. Could this be it here? Cover by Undertaker. 1, 2, 3. And my goodness, after all the damage the Undertaker took to his head, he ramps up the pace and destroys Cena in the final moments to retain the WWE Championship. Let's take a look here. Cena with the fine knuckle shuffle came up short. The Undertaker bounced back, hit the choke slam, but Cena got all the heart in the world to kick out. And then from here, take a look at this combination. Punch to the face of Cena, and a second one. But then Cena drives Undertaker face first into the post. And if that wasn't bad enough, puts Undertaker's head up against the ring post. And then watch this. Boots Undertaker's head into the post. And Undertaker able to come back from that moments later. Tombstone John Cena. Fold the arms and get the 1, 2, 3 to retain the WWE Championship right here at Extreme Rules. What a victory for the dead man. What a defeat for John Cena. And what a night it's been. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to tune in for Raw this Monday for the Wyatts vs. the Primetime Players final confrontation in the Best of 5 series. And we'll see who will emerge as a new top contender. Daniel Bryan's got the championship match locked down for Payback. Will he be at Raw to confront the man from the dark side? Thanks for watching, everybody.